Howdy y'all, Stock Warden here, back with another video. In today's video, we're looking at Palantir Technologies, and man, have they started a downhill slope like they haven't seen in 5 years. So this is probably the worst meltdown that Palantir has seen since all the way back in 2021. So it's been that long since the company has lost this much in stock share price in one time. It's absolutely crazy because now that they have not only shed out about a third of its value just in this month of June alone, they are trading at now new 52-week lows. So, and this move is turning Palantir into just a whole new case study for AI's trading. And it's also bringing in this whole new setup where it's kind of showing that the AI somewhat bubble, is what most people have been calling it, is not necessarily popped, but it is showing a definite weakness in the AI companies now. So, but Palantir is still a special company when it comes to the AI platform. So, if really and truly, with it happening this way for Palantir, I mean, the breakdown is pretty much a sort of technical shift. So, and it's something that most advisors and also adjusters have been looking at all of these AI stock companies and stock prices, where they've been saying for a long time that these companies are well overdue and overvalued for where the stock price is. But at the same time, looking just at Palantir alone, Palantir has been reporting extremely strong numbers consistently quarter after quarter. So that plus also they are keeping a solid rapid revenue growth, especially in the US commercial, and stabilizing a raise to full year guidance. So, on pure operations, Palantir has hit all of the marks that many growth investors are wanting to see. So, but the problem and the crux on this is the stock valuation. So, they have a couple of different standpoints on this where somebody named Michael Berry, which did a case study and different theses on AI trade. So Berry's argument was where he sees a good business that was priced as if the AI narrative could support almost any multiple, with investors paying far ahead of current cash flows and assuming flawless execution for years. So, and that was a specific excerpt from him. So that kind of seems a little bit to be the case as it stands right now, because Palantir is not the only AI company going down right now. I mean, really and truly, pretty much all of the market is down at a somewhat peak right now, because it's been a bad week for the stock market, honestly. I mean, except for staring at the Nasdaq and the S&P, if you look at a lot of your big heavy hitter stocks that make up the S&P and Nasdaq and the Dow Jones, they have seen a huge drop in different sectors, being technology and energy here lately. So, which hopefully all that will turn around, as it typically does, because there's always a rise and fall. And we had been on a steady rise for quite some time until this Iranian war came through. So then everything kind of dipped down, but then it settled out and the markets rallied, came back, stayed up on top, started making new highs and new records for the S&P and the NASDAQ as well. So, but now that everything is somewhat settled, I wouldn't say the Iranian war is completely 100% done and over with, because there's still plenty of details that need to be ironed out when it comes to that case. But as far as the stock is concerned, it's showing a lot of friction on a lot of different technology, AI, and energy companies as well, due to the lack of it being a 100% cleared thing. So, but with all of this coming in, for just specifically talking about Palantir, I mean, the bottom line on this is that for now, with this being Palantir's worst month since 2021, it's reading as a rare moment when a high profile short is clearly a part to play in this. So, and knowing that Palantir still has tons of room to continue proving all of these people wrong, that all the naysayers saying that there's a bubble or that AI is going to overgrow and continue to drop, it might just be a short as it stands right now, and can potentially, and I believe, will prove all of them wrong over a longer horizon, which is something that I've been talking about for Palantir for a long time, is that Palantir is more of a long hold, not a short hold, because this stock has always had a high potential for high volatility. So you would see the stock price at 120, then you would see it back almost at 200, then it would come back down to about 120, and then now we're all the way down into the low 100, almost hitting the 100 mark as it is. So, which, since I'd been talking about the stock, I mean, all the way back in October of 2024, whenever the stock was showing at $40 a share, it still shows that the company is still relevant and still holding strong and still building. So it's still proving that Palantir is still a narrative-driven AI winner. So really and truly, it's just going to see how the valuation continues over the course of the next month, with the rest of the government coming into play. And there's also quite a few different things that are coming through the pipe for Palantir as well, such as like Surf Air Mobility. Anduril is also playing a bit of a role in with Palantir as well. So, and then there's also a Palantir Zeta partnership, which is validating enterprise AI opportunities as well. So there's quite a few things that have been coming through to be able to bring Palantir even more contracts and more work. So as it stands, Palantir is still continuing on their normal path. Just as the stock has been decreasing, it's just a top say of valuation, which in turn brings in a lot of big shorts. So I'm still holding on to Palantir. I'm not planning on doing any selling at all on this company. In my opinion, I'm going to ride out this drop wave. So, I mean, they are at a 52-week low, but it is still not necessarily something to, I would say, freak out about until the stock would see something in the $75 to $80 range would I really start being concerned with true valuation of the stock. So, with all that being said, that is everything that I have on Palantir Technologies as it stands right now. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. See y'all come back now, you hear?